To everyone, welcome to LTX classes. In this series, we are discussing about the Hindu analysis, right? So in today's class, we are going to discuss the Hindu analysis date 17/8/2022 and the articles are discussed by Srinivas. Check our first article. Here it is speaking about the consequences of declining fertility rate, right? So in this article comes generally in GS2 social justice topic, clear, regarding social justice. So please concentrate on this. We shall discuss in length. The article clearly speaks about the concept of life expectancy. The concept of life expectancy in 1940s is 32 years. Clear? In 1940 is 32 years, which means that the life expectancy of the society is 32 years, which means that people who are taking birth by the time of 1940, on taking everything like availability of food, nutritious food, health facilities and everything, on an average a person is living 32 years. It does not mean that everyone will die by the time of 32. No, few people may stay up to 70, few people may die at the age of 2-3. Are you getting? So on an average it is going as 32, but right now by the time 2022 it has reached somewhere around 70 years. So the authors are saying, yes, of course this is a phenomenal job, but many countries have done rather very good than India, but this is also an historical achievement. Clear? And they are also speaking about the fertility rates in India. The fertility rates in India has come from 6 to 2. Clear? So every woman used to hold, generally before independence they used to hold 6 children, right? But right now a woman is carrying only up to 2 children. Clear? So woman was freed from the childbearing and child care repository things. Clear? So all this is good news, but the main problem is that the aging of population. Clear? So in India, if you take persons who crossed 60 years, persons who are 60 plus are 9% in 2011. In 2011 they are 9%, but the report says by the time of 2036 they may reach to 18%, means they can easily double to the number of 18%. This report is from National Commission of Population. National Commission of Population says in India the aged people might come from 9 to 18 years in general. Clear? So that is National Commission on Population. So if India is to ensure the decent quality of life for the elderly, it has to plan right now. Clear? So what are the available things? At last, don't worry, we shall be discussing something related to the schemes that are available for old people in India. Clear? So see, are you getting the importance of old? Soon they are going to become the 1/5 population of India. So special need, focus and emphasis on these people are very important. Why special focus on aging population is important? Why? Because generally if you see, they are generally dependents, they are generally in dependent nature, right? They generally depend on the person who generally provides food to them, like their children. They are dependent on their children. They do not have any proper income source for their maintenance. They do not have any income, right? And their care generally costs more. Why? Because they might be taking n number of medicines for their survival, right? So for their survival it requires lot of amounts, so they are going with this. Clear? So their costs are very high, and if they generally don't have any security plans also, for example insurance or medical or pension, gratuity, right? So these are the problems of aging. If you take the youth or the demographic dividend, for example, if the population group of from 20 to 40, if it is increasing, that is good for the nation. Why? Because they are able to do work for the society. But the aging people cannot do any work for the society as of now. They might have given their productive things in their early ages, right? So it is the responsibility of the society also to take care of these people. Clear? So that is why here they are asking to have something that is called the care. That is all about the social care. The social care on the old people, the social care on the old people. If you see, there is one survey that is of Abdul Latif Jamil Poverty Action Lab. They have surveyed in Tamil Nadu, clear, and they have seen that, see, the group of 60 years plus generally take the problem of depression, clear. They take the problem of depression, and there is in specific issues for the woman, clear. In specific issues for the woman, generally women take more depression than man, and the problem of depression always remains undiagnosed and untreated. It is self-one, and it might leads to much loneliness also, right? So this depression might lead to poverty and poor health, right? So they generally takes themselves as lonely person, and they always feel this problem, clear. So 74% had symptoms that they would classify them as the mildly depressed. Means in Tamil Nadu, at least 74% of sample collection showed that they have something or other thing in depression. That is on the geriatric depression scale, clear. The old age is not simply related to depression, but it also goes with the poverty, clear. It also goes with the poverty. They lack much amount to spend on them, clear. So they might have the needs for health issues, they might have needs for other nutritious product related foods, right? So the first step that is required for the dignified life for the elderly is to protect them from the all these deprivations, clear. So the deprivations are in poverty in nature, clear. So authors are saying that to move away from poverty, they generally require the social security system, clear. They require the social security system, clear. The social security system. If you see, in India there is one scheme that is called NSAP. NSAP means National Social Assistance. National Social Assistance Program, clear. National Social Assistance Program. Please remember, the scheme is under Ministry of Rural Development, clear. So the scheme is under Ministry of Rural Development. Yes, it is in Ministry of Rural Development only. What does this scheme do? The scheme selects the eligible poor, clear. The scheme goes with the selection of the people of below poverty line, and they would be given something amount related to 200 to 300 rupees every month for their expenses. So see, this is a national level program. So giving 300 rupees for every person is a burden on the central government, right? So of course, but it will take the below poverty line only. Here author is saying that how can you tell only, and how can you include only the below poverty line? There might be chances of false exclusions and false inclusions, clear. False exclusions and false inclusions. What does this mean? Clear. In sample collection, or when you are enumerating these people, they might produce the false certificates as they are below poverty line, and they can get benefits. But you, in the same case, you can also see there might be few people who cannot show anything, clear. So yes, this thing also happened. There are many people who are out of this scheme, but they are genuine seekers. They definitely need this one. So the article is asking to go with, rather going with below poverty line, it is very important to go with near universalization of this scheme. Near universalization. So if at least 70 to 80% are getting the scheme benefits, then they would definitely helpful for the people who were till now left out of this one. Clear? And the article is also saying that so many people under this are left out. Clear? So if you see, targeting social benefits is always difficulty. Clear? These are the words of authors. They are saying restricting them only to BPL families has not worked well. Clear? So as we see, there are many false exclusions and false inclusions. So a wider approach is required, that is a near universalization of giving social security. Clear? So these are very important, and submission of BPL certificates and other documents is very difficult. And even see, there are some sample studies which have gone in Tamil Nadu. So it shows that the eligible persons had been left out of the schemes were found to be much poorer than the pension recipients. Clear? Are you getting? So this is the problem of everywhere. So the problem is generally it is not of lack of efforts or goodwill on the part of the government officials, but the idea is to not to give benefits to any ineligible person. In the name of not giving benefit to ineligible persons, they are not even including the eligible and efficient or required persons also. Clear? So the better approach is to go for near universalization. Eligibility can be self-declared with the burden of time-bound verification. Clear? That is based on gram panchayats and local administration is the best approach. Clear? So he says, generally the authors generally saying that if we do so and so, then so many people in India could get benefit of this. Clear? So it also says that see, government is spending, for example, Tamil Nadu as of now is giving 1000 rupees to the persons who are under this scheme. It costs somewhere around 4000 crores. 4000 crores, they cover only 20%. Clear? So generally they are covering very low number, but here the author is asking if they will go for 80% of selection, means near universalization, it costs somewhere around 10,000 crores only. So why don't the states invest much more, 4,000 nearly to 10,000, which could bring the great impact on the life of the people. Clear? So it is the view and opinion. Clear? So see, actually it is also saying Tamil Nadu same government is spending 40,000 crore on their government employees. Clear? For government employees there would be separate statutory and pension schemes, like, right? So there would be separate pension schemes, so it would be helpful. So government employees who are only 1% are eating 40,000 crores of the government. So why don't you go for the scheme which could benefit 80% of people at the small cost of 10,000 crores? Are you getting? So this is very important. Clear? And it is saying that the central government under NSAP is spending only 10,000 crores only for India. For the whole India, they are spending only 10,000 crores. This needs to be increased. From the last 10 years, the government spend is this much only. Clear? So social security pensions are first step towards a dignified life for the elderly. Clear? So they also need other support and facilities such as healthcare, disability aids, assistance with daily tasks, recreation opportunities, and good social life. Clear? So the critical area of research, policy and action for the near future is required at the ultimate time. Clear? So have you seen, we have clearly covered the all important things of this article. Clear? So old care, geriatric care is an important topic. Let's go for the next article. And next article is Cabinet approves addition of 4 tribes to ST list. So here we should know, see, this article is very important from GS to polity. First of all, tribals. So who are tribals? So tribals are the persons who generally feel shyness in meeting the others, and these are the people who does not come to the regular. Clear? So these tribals are generally put under Article 342 of Indian Constitution. If you keep any tribal name under Article 342, these are called as the scheduled tribes. These are called as the scheduled tribes. So why one tribal group needs or wants to add into this? So when Article 342 comes, the scheduledness will increase. The scheduled tribes generally gets the benefits of the government. The benefits, the schemes, the welfare things, all are important. Clear? So are you getting? To become a scheduled tribe, inclusion into Article 342 is very important. Then sir, who will include under Article 342? The power is given to both President of India. President can add few tribal groups into scheduled tribes, or Parliament can add the tribal groups into scheduled tribes. Here if you observe, it says Cabinet approves addition of 4 tribes to scheduled tribes list, right? So this ST list is very important. The President or Parliament can improve and involve these things. Clear? Which means that here when Cabinet approves, here you can see there is one ministry that is called Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Ministry of Tribal Affairs. He is coming with this article and he is saying that 4 tribal groups are added into scheduled tribes. They generally meet, the ministries meet under the Prime Minister. If they accept, they give the names to the President, and President will add on these names into scheduled tribes list. Clear? So here if you observe, they have added recently the tribal groups of Hatti from Himachal Pradesh, from Himachal Pradesh, and they are also adding Nariko Ravan and Kurivikaram from Tamil Nadu, and next they are adding the group that is named as Binjia from Chhattisgarh. Clear? Binjia from Chhattisgarh. These are the 4 names that the Cabinet approves for addition into Article 342 of Indian Constitution. Clear? So these tribal groups are from Himachal Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Chhattisgarh. Clear? So the demands for inclusion of these communities had been pending from the decades. So as of now, when they are raising their demands, now they have accepted inclusion of these tribes. Clear? And here you can see the Binjia community are already STs in Jharkhand and Odisha, but they are not in Chhattisgarh. So that's why right now if you add these lists into the scheduled tribes list of Article 342, then they become STs in every other state that they are. Clear? So Cabinet is also approved proposal to bring Gond community residing in 13 districts of Uttar Pradesh under ST list from the scheduled caste list. Clear? These includes 5 subcategories of Gond community. Those are nothing but Dhuriyas, Naik, Ozas, Pataris, Rajgonds. Clear? Those are important tribal groups. They want them to include in the scheduled tribal list. Clear? Yes. So tribals are facing many problems. Clear? So for them we have brought something that is called the reservation benefits and the other welfare schemes, right? So to benefit these people, government have come with this. So we have to know the benefits, the related things of tribes and scheduled tribes. Clear? And Cabinet also approved the name of Betta Kurba as the synonym for Kadu Kuruba tribe in Karnataka. Clear? In Karnataka. And in Chhattisgarh, the Cabinet also approved synonyms for tribes like Bhariyas. Variation added include Bhumiyas and Bhuviyans, and Gadvas as Gadva, and Danvar for Dhanvar and Dhanuvar, and Nagasya and Kisan, and Pond in Pond. Clear? So these are the things that Cabinet have approved. Clear? So you might get some doubt, sir, is this mandatory to remember all these names of tribes as of now? No, these are not necessary to remember for you. It is just for the things that we have come, and you should generally know the things of Article 342. Sir, in the same way, is there anything like scheduled caste? As we have used the name scheduled. So, scheduled means something needs to be added into the constitution to become into the scheduled status. So, there is Article 341. Under Article 341 of Indian Constitution. So, these castes are called scheduled caste. Clear? Yes. So, these are the important articles. And you know, when you see this, when you see the problems of tribals could be because of education. Clear? Because of education. And here we just referring with the education, there is one scheme which goes on with Ekalavya model schools. Clear? Ekalavya model schools. In this you can see tribal people are going to get entrance in this. So when did they start this scheme? They started this scheme in 2014. Clear? 2014. This is under the Ekalavya model residential schools is under Ministry of Tribals. Clear? It is under Ministry of Tribals. And when you observe, the scheme has some controlling capacity over NESTS. So what is this NESTS? So NEST means that is the National Educational Society for tribal students. Clear? So this is National Education Society for Tribal Students. This is very important organization to understand the things. Clear? So this organization is actually maintaining the Ekalavya model residential schools. Clear? So here if you observe, this is under Ministry of Tribal Affairs, right? So right now we are dealing with this, right? Yes. So they are saying there is shortage of teachers. There is shortage of teachers in tribals education, and this needs to be solved as early as possible, right? Good. So our next article is Supreme Court fixes key questions for examining EWS quota. Clear? Economically weaker sections quota. Then we shall go with this. See, the article is very important from GS to polity. Clear? GS to polity. Then here you can observe and take the things. First of all, see, the author is speaking, or the article is providing something that is called EWS. First of all, what is the meaning of EWS? EWS means economically weaker sections. So what are these sections? These sections are very poor in condition. So post independence, India has accepted the poverty and the social inequality among the people of SC and ST. So post independence, we have provided the concept of reservation. So what this reservation will do? This reservation will provide some extra benefit and shield to these people so that they can achieve some wonders in their life. Clear? So they right now are going to see the social equality, and government also thought this would provide the economic independence for these people, right? So they have started doing something that is called the reservation. Things were provided, some great achievements for them, and Indian Constitution has provided under Article 15(4) and 16(4) were provided for SC ST reservation. Then post, we have taken something that is called an extra class. That extra class is backward class. Backward, and we have taken this group as backward from socially and educationally. Clear? We have taken from socially and educationally. These people are very backward in nature, so that's why these people have to be provided with some benefits. Then we added something that is called Article 15(5) and 16(5). Clear? So on these things, Supreme Court of India accepted the reservation benefits to backward classes as socially and educationally from Indira Sane judgment. In Indira Sane judgment in 1992, Supreme Court accepted the reservations for backward classes as 27% and provided that the limit of 49% should not be crossed, means 50% limit should not be crossed for reservation. 50% limit should not be crossed for reservation. Clear? So this is the view of Supreme Court. Clear? Yes. Then that is fine. Then India post 2014 have seen the world is suffering. The world is suffering, and means the India is suffering. Why? Because many people from OC are struggling to achieve something in their life, so they are missing. So we have to provide the reservation benefits to them. But for on what basis? Government of India thought we have to provide reservation on the economic basis. This economic criteria would benefit the people. So that's why the Government of India have come with this 103rd Constitutional Amendment Act. 103 Constitutional Amendment Act. Under this, EWS quota were provided, and 10% reservation is to be provided for every OC community only. Every OC community only. So to check the validity, many people have approached Supreme Court of India, and now Supreme Court of India has taken every of the case and they compiled all the cases into 3 important things. Clear? So there is 3 questions. Supreme Court has fixed 3 questions to examine the validity of EWS quota of 10%. First one is that is reservation based on economic criteria. Why? Economic criteria. Here on economic criteria only you are providing reservation, right? So is this economic criteria is going to breach the basic structure, it is going to check. And next, that is whether basic structure of Indian Constitution would be violated if special provisions are given to even in private unaided college. Private unaided college is completely different, but EWS quota be applied on private unaided colleges also. So can the government go and ask the private unaided institutions to provide special provisions? Can state do? And third one, it is asking whether basic structure is trampled or it is nullified, or we are not taking importance of basic structure by not providing the same benefits to socially and educationally backward classes or OBCs or SCs or STs. Clear? So SCs, STs reservations and OBC reservations are given on socially and educationally backwardness only. Economic criteria was not taken till now, but can we take so? Sir, isn't it that OBC criteria is given on caste basis? No. On caste basis, reservations should not be given. Why? Under Article 15 and Article 16 provided that. What Article 15 says? Article 15 says prohibition of the things of discrimination. Clear? Prohibition of discrimination on the basis of race, religion, caste, sex, place of birth, right? Place of birth. Race, religion, caste, sex or place of birth. On these things, discrimination should not be showed. Clear? So caste was clearly given. On caste basis, one should not provide reservation. That is Article 15. Then what is Article 16? Article 16 says as provision of employment, means equality of employment would be given and no person would be given special privilege on the basis of race, religion, caste, sex, place of birth and domicile. On all these things, employment benefits would not be given. Clear? So that is why SC, ST are completely separate. They have seen historical injustice. OBCs are provided reservation only on the basis that they are socially and educationally backward classes, and it is not that they are belongs to some caste which is between OC and untouchables. It is not so. The only reason that we are providing reservations to the OBC is that as they belong to SEBC, means socially and educationally backward classes, we are providing it. So is that fine? Yes, this is the very important reason. Clear? So even the advocates who are going with this are asking the Supreme Court should take the important things. Why? Because this is providing the reservations to forward caste or EWS category for OC people. So should OC people be given on the economic criteria? All these three things would be heard by Supreme Court. Clear? So there is one senior advocate who prepared these draft issues for the court, and this is circulated for the lawyers for their hearings. Clear? So some suggestions were provided by the parties to check the cases and to check the questions. Clear? So, and there is one thing, Attorney General of India asking the question of creamy layer does not come in the economically weaker section quota, as it was meant to give quota benefits to the poorest of the poor. Clear? So these are the things. So we have to wait and watch how Supreme Court is going to come its judgment. In the meantime, we have to go with all these things. Article 15.4, 15.5, 16.4, 16.5, and under 103rd Constitutional Amendment Act, we have added something that is called 15.6 and 16.6. Both amendments to Article 15 and Article 16 were provided. Clear? So on caste basis, we are not providing any reservation. Is that clear? So that is why we are coming with this article. Clear? So fine, good. See, today, if you want to go with this, if you want to daily practice such questions in the class, and you are absolutely welcome to our new course, that is the Ultimate Current Affairs course for UPSC. Clear? So this would act as one-stop solution for your current affairs preparation. When I say whole current affairs preparation, it includes both prelims plus mains. This is the product of LTX classes, where we are going to cover the both prelims and mains perspectives in the class. So we are going to discuss the MCQs curated one from the Hindu, Indian Express, PIB, Down to Earth and Live Meet for the prelims. Means we are going to frame the MCQs questions on behalf of you. We are not going to copy from any of the source, so you can check the legitimacy of our classes. Clear? So, and we are going to cover Yojana and Kurukshetra, which are important for mains perspective, and we have also started the monthly compilation PDFs, and we will give the weekly quizzes for you. You can participate on it, and you can go for monthly grant test, and you can also go for revision series before the prelims. Clear? So we are offering all these things for the price of 10,000? No. For inaugural offer, we are providing it at the price of 5,000. Sir, is this 5,000 per month? No. This is for the lifetime validity. If you pay 5,000, then it is for the lifetime validity. You are going to get these things. Are you getting? So for the simple 5,000 rupees, you are going to get the unlimited benefit as such. Clear? So if you want to contact, if you want to join in this course, you can call to this number. This is 789-389-9553. So you can call to Pratyusha ma'am, and you can give your whereabouts, and if you are interested in joining the course, and if you want to go for daily regular practice of questions and weekly tests and monthly grant tests, this is the best opportunity that you can avail at the very affordable prices. Clear?